It's week 6 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chargers and the Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. This one is complete. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Chargers have it.
You have to appreciate the effort of the ball carrier. I mean, how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser. And the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it. And in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll send their tight end left. Herbert now on 1st down. He connects with Disley. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, L.A. And how about that? His 1st career catch also becomes his 1st career NFL touchdown. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground is Jaylen Warren. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Herbert. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Johnston motioning over. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, they'll run. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Down the left sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. First and 10. Now, Herbert. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. Here's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action now, Herbert going up top. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand.
Pass interference. Offense.
Oh, just a terrible feeling. The penalty wipes out that long touchdown. To throw is Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Herbert to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Third and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up fourth down.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. To throw, it's Herbert. He connects with Disley.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a play fake. Herbert. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at...
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now a handoff running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
From the 6, here comes a return. Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Right back to the air following that pick 6. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, and an opportunity for a big shot, you end up falling short.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after?
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. We'll talk things over before third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On first down, Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
3
This is
points.
a very level
All
first
that
half,
separates
and I'd
these two
expect to see
sides
more of the
is
same
half number
after
2.
the break.
Kicks off. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's first and 10. Here's Warren. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Junior Colson there to make the stop. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. Whoa. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Yeah! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. A run now on 2nd down. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They put Wilson in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. A give, and here comes Harris.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Look like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. Pistol here for Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have 1st down yardage. Tackle made at about the 27. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
They'll try the right side this time. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That one complete to Johnston. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Williams in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Tight end on the move left. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Throwing again, Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now Herbert again. Taking off. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes.
And he will score! Game on! Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Austin now to return this. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Herbert to the air again. He connects with Disley. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Herbert to the air again. This is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Into space. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh.